Hello, I'm Czardus, and let's play IXION. Today we are going to give a try to this new game that is coming out in about a week. And I've been given a key. I appreciate that from the developer, and we're going to check it out. Now, I've played around a little bit, and I've got an idea of how everything works. We've gone through a bit with other stuff, and what we're going to do first of all is that you can see it's giving us a thing here. We need to build a workshop. We're going to get that started right away. Put that over here. And anyway, so what we're doing is we are building a space center. And you can see in the planetary view, right now we're by Earth, and our exterior view, that is what we've got right now. As we build on, we will extend some solar panels and stuff like that. But in the meantime, we can come in here. We get one sector unlocked to begin with. Then we have to use resources to unlock more. There's sips of them, I believe. This one, yeah, sector sips. So we have a bit of space that we can work with, and it's really cool the way that it works. I mean, the stuff that we can do. Now, we do need to come in, and we don't have a stockpile yet. So in a little bit, we're going to start to collect some of this stuff. It has to build this first, which it should be able to do right away. Yeah, because, oh, wait, it does let us get a stockpile. Okay, that was a minor issue there. And then you can rotate the buildings by hitting R. I hit the wrong button there for a moment. But now we're going to set this to alloy, and then we can start collecting alloys from our pre-supplied stuff here, and we can build other stuff too. So we can do a docking bay, which will be not important for now because we already have one. Factories, we can get a tech lab. We will need that at some point. Population, we need crew quarters and infirmary. We need those pretty soon. So we're gonna skip some of these transmissions because I've already done the stories, so we don't need to worry too much. It does want a mess hall, but we have to complete this event here. So every once in a while things come up of your people that are trying to get you to do things. And there are two ways to lose the game. One would be to be subject to a mutiny, and the other one I don't remember, so that's why I had that little pause. I was like, what is the second one? But anyway, I want to put this here, so we need to get this. We need another stockpile for food, so we're going to get a stockpile, put it over here. We're going to start stockpiles over in this direction. So we're going to eventually have a cargo ship that delivers at the docking bay here. And then if we have the stockpile is like right here, it should make it easy for our little transport thingies to work. So we're going to get that built, and then we are going to start collecting these. In the meantime, we can start clearing the rest of this out too. You have to build roads to get to things. It's kind of funny that they're called roads when they're really just like pathways inside your ship. Okay, so we're going to set this one to food. Then we can collect that and get that out of the way. Each stockpile without upgrades can store 100. And as you research things on the tech tree, you can eventually get upgrades to your buildings. And I believe that increases the storage. So we're going to come in, and we are going to get, they wanted a mess hall. Right now we're pretty much following the prompts that we're given. But I think we can start planning a little bit. I want to have crew quarters along the outside, I think. So what we're going to do is we'll bring a path in this way. Actually, what we'll do, we'll have this go up like that. And then the crew quarters can go here. Yeah, I think I like that. I want to try to utilize our space as best we can. bring the road in here then. And we'll bring another one over here. So this will come out that way and go up this way. So that will get us some housing. Each one fits 15 people. So that gives us to, what, 45? And then we get 3 more here, we'll be at 90. You can see up here we've got a population of 85, so that'll be more than we need. Food, let's check on our food right now. We're not producing any food, so that will be another thing we need to worry about. We can't do that yet. First, we are going to get some of this built. Get this out of the way. We're going to start on this side and work our way that way, I think, with a lot of our buildings. Feed the crew with the mess hall. Yep, that should happen automatically. We've got another dialogue here that has come up. We're going to skip it. Those pretty much just bring up different things here. New objectives. Space exploration. We want to build some ships now. So first of all, we want to build a cargo ship. And then we want to build a science ship. So those will require polymers, which are somewhere in here. Probably over this way. Yep, there's 40 polymers here. So we want to get a stockpile for polymers. We'll bring this out this way. Then we're going to have to clear these alloys too. Right now we're working on these ones here. There's a lot of alloys. Got a new event here. So they're lacking quarters. Yep, we will get that done within 12. Here it is now. We've got an objective here. We have to get all of our housing done within 12 cycles. Just like a day or, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what a cycle is, but it is time spent in the game. So those will all go in there. They can all be used. Once they're built, they can house everybody we need. We've got 60 out of 79. We will get there. We lost somebody. We had, I thought, 80. Huh. Okay, well this is going to be polymers. So now we can get a road out this way. Roads can be deleted, so for now we're just going to do that. And then we can start collecting the polymers that are here. And then our ships can get built. Yep, there we go. Oh, we found more polymers down here too. Collect those as well. And we need to get building some more stuff so that we use up some of our stockpile. We can also get an infirmary. That might be a good thing to have right here. And that will use up some more alloys and clear out the space so that we could get more taken from these other spots. Okay, our cargo ship was built, so we're going to go to the planetary system map, and we are going to tell this cargo ship. So I went into fleet management here. We're going to tell it any resource right now is a high priority for you. So go ahead and do that. Keep collecting these, and then, yeah. Okay, so now we have the science ship, and we have an event here on the moon. What we're going to do is click on the Archimedes, that is our science ship, and then we can tell it to travel to the moon. Speed up, and then once we get to the moon, we can do this event. So there's a base there that we need to get. We're going to go ahead and exploit the security vulnerability. That takes 1 cycle, and you can see it count down there as it goes through. We're going to stay in this view, and in just a moment, we will get that. So with that, we get 10 science. We can dismantle the base, and then we'll get some more stuff out of it. But for science, we want to come in. We need to build a tech lab. And I'm kind of thinking I want it here. So we really need to get these alloys cleared out. I think I'm going to go ahead and build a second stockpile. We'll put that here. So that will get built, and then we can put alloys there, and that will get more out of the way, and we can build our tech thing here. So the science ship has now completed this. We're going to get 90 science out of that and 30 alloys. But we are going to, no, that's not what I want. I want to come in here. We're going to tell it not to get the alloys from the cargo, or like use the cargo ship to get that. I think it might have gotten it anyway, because it says 0 there. So we'll keep that the way it is. I'm gonna come in here. I want to keep an eye on food. We need to get farms, but the farms we're not going to be able to get. We can't even open the technology tree yet. And we're full on alloys again. So what we'll do, I guess, is build more crew quarters. We've got space here. We can get 2 more in. We've retrieved all the science that we can from the moon. That will use up. How much did that use? That used 30 alloys. So only 6 more here. And we're still full. We have to build another thing. Okay, well, this is going to come over 2 from there. So let's bring this over 2. And bring that down. So then what we're going to do, we're going to come in here and delete this road. It's no longer needed. And I think what we'll do is we'll bring a road in here too. So these are 3 deep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So we're going to bring a road up that way for now. And we'll get this over here. And then we'll be able to come in here and delete all of this road. Oh, but that's not what we want. We want to have this road here. And then we're going to put crew quarters over here. So we're going to have a lot of population, or a lot of capacity for population. And that hopefully uses up. There we go. This is going to be gone. There. Now we can slow down the game for a moment. Put that in there. Get our tech lab. Right there. That's going to take 75 polymers, or alloys, not polymers. And we want a road here. And then in a little bit, we'll start harvesting this next. So the tech lab is being built. We're going to come in here and get the road across there. Very good. Now we do need to save some exterior space because there are a couple of buildings that we need to build that will take up over here. So I think once we get here, we should be pretty far along in a lot of stuff. So we've got the tech lab. We're going to get another dialogue here and another little objective. We want to construct the engine. Let's go ahead into the tree. And before we do that, I want to do farms. So we're going to research farms first. That would take 2.5 cycles. And then we're going to do, I guess we have to do those things before we can get to the engine. The engine, I think, is out in the next tier. Yeah. Oh, we want EVA airlock is next, which is in here. And we have enough science that we can do that. So we'll go ahead and we're going to get farms, and then we will get the EVA airlock. Okay, do that next. Okay, now let's get a farm in because we can. Is that the right thing? Insect farm, here we go. Farms, I think I'd really like to get them over here. If I can. You know, it's hard because they're... Actually, they will fit here. Let's put one here. And one there. Beautiful. And we just unlocked EVA stuff. So we can come in here and you can see now we can do an EVA airlock, which will take up quite a bit of space. But we don't really have any space for it. We do need to collect more alloys, and now we need more power. So what we're going to do next is go to the exterior view. And we have to build the EVA airlock first. Okay, So we're going to click on blackout and we're going to turn off our tech lab so that we have enough power. So that tech lab is not working currently, and we need to get this done. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I guess we'll put it over here. Collect these 90 alloys, get it out of the way. And then our EVA airlock will go like right there. We're going to delete this road there. Those will be collected. And we'll be able to do this. We've got a new event here. People are being overworked. We need to get additional staff. So they are taking staff, I'll show you, from this ship that is here. Apparently there are staff just sitting there. And one of our ships is going to go get them. The cargo ship probably did. I think we already completed that. Okay, now we've got this space. We want to get our roads in here, so that will come out that way, and we'll get more quarters in there. And then we're going to put the airlock, EVA airlock right there. So they will build that. That will take up quite a bit of alloys, and then we need to continue expanding. I guess we'll take this one next, 10 alloys. How much are in these? 10, 80, 15, and 10. We only have so much space, and that's why I'm going kind of slow on that. We need to build a probe launcher yet, too. That's the last technology we need from this tier. Let's go ahead and research it. And I think since we already have this set up like this, we're going to put the probe launcher right next to it. So what I'm going to do is bring the road out that way so that we can clear these 45 alloys next, so that road can continue to extend. And now we have an EVA, where we have blackout again. We are going to turn off the farms because we need to make sure that we come out here, we build our solar set. Yep, so they can't repair the hull while they are working on exterior construction, because the EVA airlock is the group that does the repairs to the hull. You have to pay attention to that hull integrity. Oh, that's the other way that you can lose, is if the hull gets broken down too far, depleted, that's the word. I can see it on the screen. But so these are the two things you need to pay attention to make sure that you are not going to lose the game. So we're going to go ahead and let our construction go here. That is almost done, and then we will have more power. See the solar panels appear. Oh, maybe they didn't, but they're there. We've got the solar, we've got the power. We can come in here and we're going to turn these all back on. And then, yeah, oh yeah, we want to build that engine from the exterior view. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to come in here and we're going to do an engine, special Vol engine. Yeah, sure. 100 alloy. Go for it. Let's collect more here. Get those collected. Free up more space. Oh, I forgot we were going to do that one. Sector 1, we were getting an icon about food. We are producing all the food we need right now, though. Just barely. Probe launcher is done researching, so we're going to go ahead and build that too while we're at it. And yeah, we can collect the alloys that we have available here first. And then we'll continue. Okay, so now we have our engine completed. We want to get the remaining workers on board from there first. And our fleet should be already up. Our cargo ship is going to start bringing them on board, which means we're about to get more people. And when this is done building, we'll go ahead and get more quarters. And 1, 2, 3, might as well get them queued up here. Get get the road along there. Can we get another farm in here? Nope, not quite. Bummer. So we have some homeless, so that is going to be important to get built. I want to get this out of the way. Workers have arrived. Another little dialogue here. Give us another one. We want to move into the orbit of the moon. So we're going to come in here. We're going to click Tiqqun and move over there. Yes. All the power will be diverted. So then we get a little cut sequence showing us moving. Okay, and then we're moving. We're going to make it to the moon. Yeah, we don't have much power right now, but we do have a battery conveniently at the beginning here. Okay, now, so the next thing it wants us to do is a vol jump. I'm not quite ready to do that. I want to make sure that we are fully housed first. Bring a road up here. And that will actually not free up any more space. Or like, I was thinking we'd put more housing in there, but then if we do that, we have really tiny stuff, and I haven't seen any buildings that are too deep. Okay, you want to know that there are 3 insect farms. Okay, we already have 2, so we just need to build 1 more. And I think these are all the external buildings that we're going to need here. So what we're going to do, see, that will work. We can get 1 that way, although then again we lose some of that. Let's put this here. Get a road out this way, and we'll bring it down like that too. So now, yeah, there's not enough space for those in there, but that could be a spot. 1, 2. Again, we would have just a little bit of inefficiency there. I'm not sure what I want to do in that space. But we do need more housing. That is going to be done there. That might be enough housing, actually. We need to collect more alloy. Okay, so I think we're ready to do this jump now. We have collected some stuff. In fact, I'm going to bring this over and get that collecting real quick too. Just so that we have some alloys in there. And we're going to come in here and we want to click on our vol engine. It's going to have to warm up, essentially, and we get another transmission here. And then we're going to do this. So, as soon as that's done charging. Okay, so we are going to commence the jump. Yes, and we're going to get a cutscene here of a very fancy space jump. That it's weird. We're like trying to move from one system to another, and it looks like we're going to be time warping. We're like, you know, using a warp drive from Star Trek or hyperdrive or something to go from one place to another. But let's go ahead and skip ahead. I've already seen these cutscenes, so we'll do that. And on the other side of this, yeah, there's some other stuff that if you get the game, you can check that out. A lot of flashing, and yeah, full jump complete. So now we need to find a habitable exoplanet. But the first thing we need to do is increase food production and hull integrity. But what's interesting is when you come out here, we are still by the Earth. Something has gone wrong here. So what we're going to do is we're going to right away send the Archimedes over to this ship to find out what has happened. Or like try to get more information. And we'll come back in here. We want to make sure that we're producing enough food. We are not. We need another farm. That is the first thing we're going to worry about. And we'll put that here. So we can speed up now. Feed the crew. Yes, we are working on that. We're going to get a road that comes out this way. And repair the Tiqqun. Get a road there. We can collect all of these. That is pretty much all we have left. So science ship is over here. We can gather remaining resources from that, see what we can get. We definitely need to make sure that we can get some stuff. So we're going to go ahead and auto build probes, and then we can start scanning for resources out there, because we definitely need to get more stuff here. We have collected all of our alloys. Are we the last of us? Let's wait for those events. Right now we're focusing on feeding and resolving the event over there. So let's go here. They've completed that stage. We got 42 food out of that. That's very good. We can use that now. Do we have a probe? No, not yet. Why don't we have a probe yet? Okay, now we do. Come in here, probe. We are going to look for iron. So when you select to launch a probe, you get a whole bunch of, the scanner is showing stuff. We have a good chance of getting iron here. Let's go ahead and do that, or is there one closer? No. Let's go here. We also have a good chance of getting some ice there, so that might be a good spot there. So the probe is going to go over there, and once it finds stuff, the cargo ship will start to collect from there. Very good. We found iron. How much did we find there? 519. Beautiful. 69 ice. I haven't figured out what we use ice for yet. Oh, probably water. But I haven't unlocked any tech for that. So we need to construct a mining ship, though. Oh, that's not what I want. We want to come in here, and we need to get our mining ship, which we had not built yet. That will take 20 polymers. And we are almost out of polymer. I mean, we have enough that we can build a few more probes. But at some point, we need to find polymers, and we're going to have to build a polymer factory. The first thing it's going to tell us to do is build a steel mill, though. So we don't have the... We'll do that. We'll get that going. Eventually, we'll get the science for that. Moon oddity. Yes, okay. So Dolos has many enemies. We can do any one of these. Last time I did It's Our Fault, and trust went down a little bit. We'll do this one. Trust penalty 5%. Okay. So we will send an expedition to Earth. So what we want to do is get our science ship over to Earth. And then we will start to click on that and do that information. But in the meantime, our mining ship is now done. So we're going to come in here and tell our mining ship to mine whatever it finds. So we're just going to go out there and start mining. And we want to find more science. Let's get this probe going. That's iron. I don't want iron, I want science. Here. Science will be there. We'll see what happens. Science ship has arrived at Earth. Alright, so investigate the... Well, actually, search for survivors first. Takes the longest time, but it'll be worth trying. So the probe down here found a debris field. So once we're done with Earth, we can send the science ship out here to find more stuff. And it also had to find a little bit more iron, which is helpful. Not great. Okay, so the mining ship is out here mining iron, and it has it available. So the cargo ship, I believe, will go out and get that when it has a chance. But in the meantime, we are still waiting for this event to move on. Yeah, you can see the cargo ship is heading out there to collect that iron that is ready to go now. And this Earth is ready. We got 97 alloys from that and 149 polymers. Great, that's what we needed. And some science, of course. But now let's go ahead and investigate the headquarters. Unfortunately, we did not find any survivors there. So there's that. And we don't collect the science until, if the ship is doing stuff, as part of the event, it is not collecting. So now we can do one more here. We're going to get even more science out of that, and then we'll get a little bit more stuff going there. So in a little bit, they are going to start doing stuff. They have waste that they have to purge, I think. It's collecting. I don't know where the waste comes from, but here, let's double check. We are producing just enough food, so that will be good. I wonder what we can build in here. Can't really fit these. Science ship has finished. Factories won't fit there either. That doesn't fit there. Insect farm. Yeah, see, this is just an odd size there. It is going to be a little bit annoying. Let's go ahead and end with that and let it collect the rest of that. And in the meantime, then we are researching the steel mill and we are mining iron. So we've got an event here, the Great Thaw. Yeah, so we have another thing. We want to collect cryonic pods. And then we're going to build, if you go to the tech tree, Cryonics Center. So one way that you get more population is to find these cryonic pods that seem to have been the people who have escaped, and then they go out there. So we have a -1 to stability because people are upset that the Earth is dead, which is quite, I mean, I can certainly understand why they would be upset about that. I would be that way too. But anyway, we're going to get a stockpile over here. And that one is going to be for the iron that has not been made into alloys. So they'll build that and then we'll set that up. Hull integrity is below 50%. We need to come in here and we want to turn on hull integrity or hull repair. And we are out of power again. So we're going to come in here and black out the tech center. And we'll go to exterior view. And we're going to build another set of solar panels. It should go pretty quick. They work fast, and then we'll get more power and can get back to science and hull reconstruction. So now we've got that power, we can get that tech going again. We have the steel mill researched. Let's do the polymer factory next. I think. Yeah, let's do that. I want to get the factories built so that we are more self-sufficient. Got an event here. Yeah, we can pledge through that. We are working on it. And we want to build a steel mill. So the steel mill doesn't quite fit in there either. It does fit here. So I think what we'll do is we'll put this here. Get the road this way. Go ahead and just build it in there because you can't really use that space anyway. That takes 2 electronics, which I don't think we have anywhere. We did not get any electronics, so that'll be interesting. We definitely need to get that electronics factory. Then we need to find silicone. So let's go here, and we're going to do not that. We want to probe polymers we have, so silicone is what we need to find. Okay, so I found a spot out here that appeared to have it, so we are going to send the probe out there and find that. But in the meantime, we're also going to go ahead and do this event. No, I don't want to do it. That's going to happen anyway. Sector growth as well. It's going to want us to extend here. But again, that's going to require electronics, so we are definitely going to need to get an electronics factory up and running. When I did this before, one of the one of the little pods that was available had electronics. So I'm not sure why this playthrough didn't have it. Okay. Yeah, so they want us to build a battery. But I don't want to research that yet, because we are working on our factories. Hull integrity below there. Why are we still... Oh, we're out of... Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, we are going to get this electronics factory researched as soon as possible. Did our probe find anything out here? Yeah, we've got silicone. 61. Very good. We are going to make that a high priority. Iron is now a low priority, as is ice. So that ship is going to go out and get the silicone. And we are going to be researching electronics factory. Tech lab is... Oh, we have to purge the waste. So we lose some 2 cycles while we wait for that to purge. And I think we can get... I wonder if that would work now. Oh, but we don't have the alloys. So we can't build a stockpile. Oh, but then we won't be able to put the silicone anywhere. We're in trouble, guys. We are in trouble. We need more, but we won't find that. Okay. Can we cancel construction on this? Let's try it. Dismantle the building. Does that get us the alloys back? It did. Which is a problem, because we need that in order to... Oh, shoot. We're going to have to take apart something. How many houses do we have? We have... Is everybody... let's see, population management. That's where we see that. Housing capacity is 210, and we have 205. We can't get rid of the houses. Don't want to get rid of the probes. We could get rid of one of our stockpiles here. Take that out. Move this stuff over to the other one. We can get a little bit of alloys back from that. Do we get them back when we take out the road? No. That did not get his stuff back. Bummer. So now we also wasted stuff there, but let's see what we can... Oh, you know what we can do? Well, okay, pause. We're going to turn off this hull repair, first of all, so we're not using up more of our alloys. This we are going to dismantle. See what we can get out of that. And then, what was I waiting to build? I wanted to build... Oh, no, cancel. I want to keep that, because we're going to need a spot for silicone. Silicone will go there. We need... We're not going to be able to build the factory then, because we need the silicone to build, or we need the alloys to build that. We are in trouble. We are in major trouble here. I think we're going to have to get rid of this. Dismantle the probe launcher. Get us those alloys back. How much do we need to extend it? Yeah, we need the electronics, so we can't do that yet. We might not get that hull repaired in time to fulfill that promise. And in the meantime, we need the tech lab. No, we don't. We don't need the tech lab right now. So we can dismantle this too. Have we finished construction on that? Yeah. Or research, I mean. We can put this here. That needs 110 alloys, which we're going to get enough for. And then we'll be able to build that. Where's our silicone? You're supposed to be collecting it. We're out there. Oh, we need to tell the mining ship. Yeah, it's doing that. So the cargo ship is going to be collecting those. Okay. And that should be a low priority. Oh, there's alloys there. Okay. And there too. Okay. All right. We can stop freaking out here about everything. Cancel destruction. Okay. So we just need to get our cargo from stuff here. So we're going to fast forward a little bit because I think we're stable enough. We've got food is covered. We can turn this back on then. And we need to set the alloys to high priority. Polymers are low. Electronics are high right now. Silicone is medium. Ice is low. Here we go. Those are low. That should help us here. So that cargo ship, it's going over. It's going to... well, no, that's the mining ship, right? Where is the cargo ship? Oh, it's going to the moon. We're going to Earth because there's a lot on the Earth. Okay, and that's where we're going to get our alloys. It'll go back and forth, and we're going to be in good shape. This is almost done. Okay, let's fast forward. Okay, so we've made progress. We have electronics there. We want to get a factory in. We're going to get our steel mill back in up here. And we're going to be out of power again soon. But we're trying to get this hull integrity up, which we are not going to achieve before that runs out. So actually, we're going to come in here and pause construction on that because I want all the alloys going to that hull construction. We might make it... hull repair is a positive right now. You have to pay attention to that. When you actually open up another sector, you can see that hull depletion will increase. So I think every sector needs to have that EVA airlock so that we can keep repairing. And I mean, we're getting 20 per cycle, so we're not going to make it there. We have like 6 cycles to go before that's done. So that is going to fail. We can go ahead and just resume this. We're going to take a hit to our trust by not fulfilling that. But that'll be okay. In the meantime, we are not actually collecting our silicone. So we're going to check on that. The mining ship hasn't made it over there, I think. Yep, we took a 15-point hit to our trust, so that comes down for a little bit, but it's going back up. It'll be okay. We're building a steel mill. We're going to get a road in here now. Get this back over here. And I think we're in pretty good shape. We're going to want the polymer factory too. Oh, does it fit there? No, bummer. It does fit over here though. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put this here. Although that's going to take more power. This is about to take... yep, there we go. Shut that off. Go back to exterior view and construct another set of solar panels. And we have an incoming transmission. Get another little dialogue here. Very good. Yep, we've got another thing. We need to find a station with a probe. So at some point we need to go out and look for more of those. And in fact, while we're at it, you know what? This thing can come over to the debris field and see what we find over there. That might be our probe. Or the Dolo station. Might be exactly what we're looking for. For now, though, we are happy. We're working just fine. Science ship has arrived there. Let's slow down and start this. Look at this. It was a... that's exactly what we were looking for, I think. Maybe not. There's some sort of building out there. Let's go ahead and... man, power is still at one. Didn't we finish that external construction yet? Nope, not yet. And then we'll be able to research some more, which, I mean, they want us to do the batteries, so I guess we can work on that next. This one has storage is full, so we can't produce any more alloys from there. So that is in fine shape. And we can come over here and do the next part of this event. We got some cryogenic pods out of that. which I think they should be low priority. I want this other stuff much more. Silicone can be a high priority now. I want to make sure that we are producing those electronics. Mainly because I want this little icon to go away. Not connected to stock. Oh. Yeah, none that have enough silicone. That's the issue there. We do have SIPS electronics, which will be enough to extend over there in a little bit. But let's go ahead and we can turn our research lab on again. And come out here and research the battery. Battery might fit up in this little corner there. And in the meantime, we can go ahead and get our polymer factory built now that we have enough power. Bring this over and in like that. This road can continue all the way down to there. And I wonder, you know what we could do is we could bring this down here and then that frees up, or less waste, I should say. Okay, so the science ship has completed another event. We can come here and get a whole bunch more pods. Keep searching some of that other stuff. We've got a lot of pods that are available, but again, I want them to be pretty low priority. They're 275. At some point, we might want another ship. We do want more people, but I don't think we're ready for them yet. I want to make sure, again, that we are self-sufficient, because more people require more food. Let's see what else we can get back in here. If we've put insect farms, they can go... No, they can't go that way. And if we put it here, we continue to waste that space. Can get one here, though. That would be good. Let's come back out here to Archimedes. And one more event at that spot. And then we still need to use a probe here. So let's do that. So we want to find a point of interest here. And we don't have any probes available, actually. So we want to turn back auto build on the probes. That will build a probe, and then we'll be able to go out there again and keep looking. So here we don't have enough carbon. So we need to get a maintenance or a stockpile built for carbon. We could put this here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. This has had an issue, an explosion at the insect farm. We're going to do repairs there, and we will pledge to repair it within 2 cycles, I think. Yeah. Or no, avoid problems for 2 cycles. We've repaired that, and hopefully we won't have any problems there. This one needs a carbon thingamajigger. Want carbon there. Okay, but nowhere has enough carbon. Ooh, we got the silicone delivered. Very good. So now we're producing electronics, which is good. We do need carbon, and we don't have any carbon. We need to find some. So we need to use 2 probes for things. We want to get one of these out for a point of interest. Here, let's go there. See what we find. And then as soon as we have another probe, which we don't, then we're going to go on a hunt for carbon. Done with that. So that will collect the science. And then the science ship will be ready to go over to there. Collected everything there is to collect here. Done that. Yeah, the cargo ship can do some of that. Got another probe here, so we'll get that going in a moment. This is going to go out to Outer Hope, and that is the Dolos station that we were looking for. But now we are looking for carbon. Carbon. There we go. There's some over here. Send the probe out that way. That will find the carbon, and then we can have... That is set to a high priority. What is this? I don't know what H is. Maybe hydrogen. What was that alert? There's been a problem at a stockpile. Okay. Okay, you seem to be alright. And we actually need to find more signs before we can finish researching the tech tree. So are we making polymers? No, we're not making polymers, but we found enough. We've got another probe here. We want to find... Oh, you know, this is going to be science out here. Search the battlefield. Okay. But in the meantime, we will also do a search for science in here. I'm going to go right here. See what we find there along the orbit path of Mercury. So the debris field, this guy is bringing back something. Maybe carbon? I don't know. We'll find out soon. Okay, so the probe finished, and look at that. Yep, we found Mercury. So there is a little bit more science there, but our science ship will have to go all the way from Outer Hope all the way out this way when that time comes. In the meantime, we built a stockpile here that I want to do as waste if we can. Yep, here we go. Oh, the right policy has to be selected. We can't store waste there. Hydrogen. H is hydrogen. There's been another incident at over here. Okay, repair that. Crew member died, I think it said, which is too bad. Hull integrity is good. Science ship has completed. Get science there, which will be good. That will allow us to finish some of what we're working on. And I mean, we've got a ton of research, or like a ton of stuff here. We're in good shape. We are in good shape. Okay, so we've had another incident. We're having a lot of injuries, and we've been losing population from crashes or like from stuff like that. But now we want to get a battery in place. We can get one back here. We have to build two of them, so we're going to put the other one down here. And they will build the batteries and complete that task that's up there. And then we need to work on cryogenic. Let's go ahead and do this next. Close the tech tree. I wonder if that'll fit in here. It might. So when we finished the event out here at Outer Hope, we got a black box from it. And that opened up a new thing in our tech tree here called Outer Hope Black Box that we're going to need 30 signs for. And we currently are just barely getting enough to finish our cryonic center, which is about to finish. There we go. And now we're going to tell it to do this next, but we need 30 signs for it. So we are going to try to find more signs. Let's get a probe out there. And let's try to follow this orbital path and see what comes up. There we go. Let's go over there then. And in the meantime, let's come in here and get our cryogenics chamber started. Hey, look at that. It does fit. We'll put it right here. And another incident at the insect farm and an explosion there too. So we are having several issues come up here. Hull integrity went way up. Oh, from damaged buildings. Interesting. Another crew member died. So it's going to be important that we start doing that. Let's come in here and we are going to make that into, I guess, a higher priority. We're going to need to put them somewhere. So this will be our stockpile of cryogenic things here. And that will start to generate people coming off of that. Now out here we did find Venus. We need a science ship out there. Let's send that. And also I think it's funny that you can see this path is so scientifically accurate of that orbital shift there. But anyway, we're going to head that over there and see what we find. Okay, and we have an event. Let's go ahead and restart that. Mining infrastructure. Interesting. We can dismantle and retrieve, or we can. I want to build that. Yeah, assign this one. Yeah. Send that there. And then we'll see what happens. Restart that. Resources in transit. A ship is on the way. Okay. Interesting. Polymer factory has been disabled due to an incident. We have to come in here and repair that. Getting a lot of incidents happening. Okay, so now we have unlocked the black box from the Outer Hope thingamajigger, and we are going to... Okay, so the Earth was ravaged by Lunicalism, and then Dolos was the enemy of humanity. So also describes a facility hidden in the atmosphere of Jupiter. Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do is probably find Jupiter. Yeah, send an expedition to Jupiter. So if we come out here, we have to find that because it's not on our map here. So let's see, this is Earth, Mars, Jupiter. Is that how it goes? Alright, so I think it must be over here. We're going to send one over that way. But that was where we got the most science showing up on the probe thingy. And so that's what we're going to do. And we're doing more of these cryonic pods. We've only found 109 of them. But it looks like we have... Okay, we've only collected 109. And in the meantime, we have turned those into more people. We have 213 people now, which is getting actually more than our housing. So what we need to do is we need to either build more housing or extend into another sector, and I think I want to do another sector. So we have events available here. Oh, this is a new one. Crew are malnourished. Are they really? Yep, we are not covering enough food now. 20 cycles. Okay, we should do that. It was not what I was planning to do right now, but I don't want our people to get sick or like run out of food. So we could also come in here and tell it to stop. But I think what we'll do instead, and I thought we had an event that we triggered or could trigger for this, but I don't see one. So instead, what we're going to do is just work on unlocking Sector 2. So Sector 2 is being unlocked, and that is going to cause a few things. One, it will give us more space, and two, it will start our hull integrity issues to be a little bit worse because the opened sectors will be greater. So we'll have a few things that we want to build pretty quickly once we get there. But in the meantime, our probe has discovered Jupiter. So now let's send the Archimedes over there. So we've been getting more and more injuries, and I think one thing that we need to build here is a infirmary that will help with the injuries a bit. It won't make it all better, but it will allow us to have a little bit better recovery, I think. So let's go ahead and get the thing in here and then build a road out that way just to fill that space a little bit. And we're producing more food here now, more than we need. And we are still working on our sector thing here. Let's make that a high priority because we've got these icons here. Yeah. And Archimedes has arrived at Jupiter. So event, we have located a construction facility there. And it's been several decades. Strangely, the industrial zone is currently powered and operational. Navigate to that. Okay. And another explosion here in the workshop. Boy, just so many explosions. Hull integrity is struggling. That takes more iron, which we have plenty. So why does it say storage is full? We have space that it could be sending the alloys. And population has gone down because 40 of them have been sent over here as one of the resources for Sector 2, and then they'll become the population over there. Stockpile of electronics was disabled there. So we have a growing situation here in that conditions are currently poor here because of us taking people away from the working spot here. And so now we are experiencing a bit of trauma because that is leading to explosions happening more frequently, which is decreasing the hull integrity, but it also is making trust disintegrate faster. So I think what we might need to do is we can't cancel out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get that done. It's almost done. We need 80 there. Yeah, more and more explosions. And as soon as it's done, we're going to migrate some people back. 2 more. There we go. Okay, so we go to population management, and then we go from Sector 1 to Sector 2. We can bring 10 back. Let's start that and see how that goes. So we want to get 10 people working here just to try to get this better. 249 are required. And that is still an issue. So I think what we'll do then is we will move all of them back, which is going to shut down that sector, but it should help this area not be a danger zone. Sector 2 is disabled. Yep, very good. There are strikes going on in Sector 1, but we are getting more workers. Trust is not degrading quite as slow, or as fast, I mean. But we are in trouble. We do have some issues here. Let's see what we can do. We can't really improve anything here. How many people can be fed in the mess hall? Up to 500. Okay, so that's not going to be an issue. What we can do is we can disable some things. Can we do that in here? That's turned off. That should lower the number of workers we need. EVA we need to keep doing. Oh, but probes we don't need to keep doing. That will free up more, like 9 more workers. We might be able to disable an insect farm now. It's another 8 workers. Now we're back to overworked. Trust will get a little bit better. New sector has successfully been unlocked. A historic moment. Very good, yes. Thank you, but we are currently struggling a little bit. Let's go ahead and disable the polymer factory too. And we are at still overworked, but we are getting closer to being the right way. That doesn't take any workers. We can shut down the electronics factory too. That is much closer. Stockpile, oh man. Okay, well, we have gotten very close to immunity. I've been trying very hard to, like, recover some things. And no, I don't want to just turn it off. I wanted to dismantle this in demolition. We should be dismantling. I want to put another cryonic center here to try to get people out faster because we are overworked, but we can't catch up because people are going on strike, and we're going to face a mutiny. We're almost there, and I thought that it would be interesting to see it, so we are going to stick through it and see what happens. In the meantime, let's see what we can do with Jupiter. We can probably get another event here. They have reached the automated construction site, and there's 200 cryonics pods available. Abstract IXION from the atmosphere of Jupiter. Mining ship will be dispatched. Do it. Look at that. Yeah. Do this one. 4 cycles. We're probably not going to be able to see what happens with that. Because so the mistake we made was building this other sector instead of trying to increase the population in Sector 1. There it is. The crew's trust in you has plummeted. Fortunately, there's an emergency provision within the station. There's a security agent who has offered better food portions and work hours. Yes, objective is to restore their trust. Keep it at or above 10. Well, we can't even get there. I can't get to that point because we are overworked. And we can't get out of... I can't get rid of that population loss to growth ratio. Mainly because this is in demolition. Nobody will demolish, they won't get over there. At the very least, we should be able to see what happens in Jupiter out here. 2.5 to go on that. Okay, let's get cryonics in here. And we need the infirmary, but we didn't have the space for it. We had to get a cryonics there. Put the infirmary out here, I guess. And we have space that we can add more crew quarters as we need to. I have the infirmary set to getting more the cryonics set to more workers. Restore vol jump capabilities. So that must be from this. 45 science available. Tiqqun has to be in orbit of Jupiter. We're not going to be able to move there anytime soon. In the meantime, we really need to get this up and running. So that will increase the growth ratio and maybe allow us to get there. People are starving, so we do need to get more food produced. That should help. Not enough food. When did that happen? We had the food for a while. What is this? Oh, cryonics. Yeah, we need to restore that. We have electronics. Oh, but we have the stockpile turned off. Okay, there we go. So that's gonna work. Unfortunately, turning those things on, we need more workers. We're producing... it says that we're producing enough food. Current average production meets the requirements. Trust, actually, we're not at 0. No, that is doing workers too. So we're trying to get more and more workers out. Man, danger again. How did that get so bad? We've got we've got stripes all over the place. No stockpile has food. Move or die. Okay. Cannot stay in its now we get a -1 stability that is permanent. Yeah, we are, we're really on borrowed time. And we're not gonna make it through. We don't need electronics anytime soon. We can turn that one back off. this took 15 workers, which put us to danger. But we're I mean, if their strike ends, then we get sips per cycle. We'll be back to getting some stuff. Hull integrity is below 50, and it's not going to get better because, again, I opened that sector before we were ready. So I think this is where we're going to leave it, guys. We have made progress. We are, we have actually kind of failed, but we learned an important lesson that we need to make sure that we have plenty of workers that can go over to the new sector before we mess with any stability. And we did not do that. So that will be it from today's coverage of this. If you want to see me cover more, then leave a comment below or hit that like button. And in the meantime, click on the video on the screen now. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.